Scorpio placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be a general reading for all Scorpio placements. You may have to flip the roles. The gender of the cards don't matter. And if you'd like information on personal readings, that info will be in the description box below. Also, feel free to check out your other placements for additional messages. And I do have my manifestation oils for sale. I have one for love, self-love, romantic love, platonic love, whatever you want to set your intention for. One for protection, one for money and abundance. Put some of that on right now. All you need is 2 drops. It should last you about 2-3 months depending on how often you use it. Yeah, so far it has great reviews. If you'd like to purchase, the link for that will be in the description box. It's made with essential oils, crystals, herbs, and I've charged them through a full moon. So go ahead and check that out. Let's see what you guys need to know at this time. November 6th through the 21st. 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, the Star, Temperance, the Emperor, Knight of Swords, 3 of Cups, and the World. So 2 people are pissed off. Look at both of these individuals' demeanor. This one has like their hands over their hips. The Emperor could be a father figure. If it's not a father figure, it's someone who's in control, someone who has a position of authority at their job or just in general. And then you have this Knight of Swords, which is someone who has impulsive moves. This is someone that does not think things through. They're intelligent, yes, and they could be a smooth talker, and you know, this is someone that you can play mental chess with. However, you piss this person off. Both of these people are actually mad at you, and it seems like it's because you closed out a cycle with them. You no longer want to reunite with them, and both of them are aware that you have options, or that you have people that are interested in you. And if you feel like, oh, you know, I'm single, there's no one in my life right now, that's about to change because you're about to get some extra attention. This may be online as well, because the Star is someone who's meant to be seen, someone who's healing, and as they heal, it's like you heal the collective as well. So whatever you're attracting in your timeline, it's a reflection of what's going on internally with you. So if you want to change your circumstances, you need to start from changing yourself within, changing your habits, changing your belief systems. This is like the need for a paradigm shift, because once you come to the outside of this paradigm shift, it's success and victory. It's stability. I also see new homes, celebrations coming up because of the holidays, and also people wanting to fight with you. And it's like, because the holidays are coming up, people are going to be trying to reach out to you, and they're going to feel like, oh, this is an open door for me to finally get an explanation, or just to get closure, or to have another chance with the Scorpio placement. And what they don't know is that you're probably just going to ghost them, not respond to them, or if they do get a response, it's not going to be in the manner that they assume. For one, this person, this Emperor, puts you in a competitive situation with other females. So in the past, they enjoyed, or this could be a woman with the Empress, just depending on what gender you are. But with the 5 of Wands, they put you in a competitive dynamic with other people on the outside, whether it was friends, family members. But I'm leaning more towards romantic interest, where this person made you feel like you had to compete for their love, or at some point in time they just stopped paying attention to what truly mattered in the relationship with you, and that's what led to the downfall of the connection. They didn't think that you would leave them once and for all. It's like these people, they're almost scared, because they're aware of the fact that there's some form of karma that's going to come in because of how they treated you. So they may be trying to come in to lessen whatever they know is about to come from whatever their circumstances. This is like a example of cause and effect. In the past, this person was having, this Emperor was having a good time being chased after by multiple people. They had this little 15 minutes of fame for a while, but now all of that has come crumbling down, because the only reason why it was fun was because you were playing. And if you weren't in the mix playing, then the other option ended up leaving as well. So this person lost both people, or both options, or all of the attention that they were getting from both dynamics. This is why this person's pissed, because they didn't feel like you would have enough strength or enough inner power to walk away. Maybe because you had a soft spot for this person and you allowed them to overstep your boundaries a multitude of times. But then there was that final nail in the coffin where you moved on. Then you moved on to this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords was such a charmer in the beginning. They made you feel like, oh, they weren't like the others. Like this person had a lot more to offer. You let your guard down with this Knight of Swords right after the Emperor, right? So both of them see each other as competitive or competition in some way. This Knight of Swords initially came in with the intentions of trying to prove your opinion of like men or women wrong. However, they ended up falling right next to this Emperor by doing the exact same thing to you, because this Knight of Swords ended up going out, or they were put in a situation where they were served a plate of temptation and they ended up falling for whatever this tactic was. And now, because of what they did to you, it's cost them something. It's either cost them their home, it's cost them their stability. This person didn't understand what your true value was until you were completely out of the table, because you loved this Knight of Swords, which means you were filling them up with energy or power. And once this person was filled up, they were able to go off and manifest and, you know, bring in more money, more energy. They ended up, you know, gaining more attention of multiple people, because if you look at there's multiple women in this as well. So once this Knight of Swords got in your energy, after you were already heartbroken and bruised from this Emperor, they ended up soaking up all of your energy, going out there, attracting other lovers. It got to their head. Boom, they fumbled you and you moved on. You completely closed out the cycle with both of these people, and they did not see it coming. And now you're doing something where these individuals can see that you're healed. They can see that you don't need them in any way, shape, or form. You've actually balanced yourself out. Drinking enough water, eating enough fruits and vegetables, exercising, or just doing things that limits your stress levels. This is what is being asked of you so that you can maintain this equilibrium that you're in. So honestly, I don't really have any advice for you except to just keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy time with others more. Go outside and socialize. Put your feet on the grass, barefoot. Go out in nature with the people that you love, and continue to close out these cycles, because these people, their karma is the fact that they don't have access to you anymore, ever, possibly. And this is bringing conflict to these individuals because you were the prize. You brought a lot of love, a lot of support, just good feelings. Even the sex between, not to get vulgar, but it's just like you were the best that they ever had, and they have yet to have someone match this energy. And this is what, it's like you leave people addicted. And it's not until you're out of the mix that they realize, like, oh, it was the collective or the cancer that was making me feel that way. And now that I don't have access to that, it's like I need it back. It's like a drug, essentially. You leave people going through withdrawals. And some of these individuals have never had others say no, because this Emperor could be somebody who's looking, because of their authority or their power. They have some form of like respect, or I don't know, they're just seen as someone in high ranking by the people around them. Yeah, the Star, the Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, the Devil. Yeah, this Emperor is completely toxic. They're actually hijacked by the Devil or the entity. There's some sort of entity that's controlling this Emperor, and that's why they were as abusive as they were. I feel heavy abusive vibes off of this Emperor. They kept doing things without any regard for how it would cause you to feel. It's like how this person treated you. They're very negligent in every way. They hurt you in most likely every possible way that they could. I'm even feeling like sexual abuse amongst a relationship or a marriage. I'm so sorry, trigger warning, but I'm sorry if that happened to you. But it's because there was some sort of entity that was just so desperate for your energy in some way, shape, or form, even if it was through sex or just by being around you or just siphoning you. It did not care. This, whatever this thing is, did not care. All they needed to do was just have access to the Star, because you're the Star. This came out twice. You're the person. It's like, yes, we all have the things that make us special and unique within our own ways, but there's something about you specifically that's different about it's different from others. Like, your light shines brighter than most people, than the majority of people around you, which means this brings on a lot of excess attention, a lot of attention from like demonic entities and just people that are low vibrational, that want to bring you down, that want to have access to this light, because this is what you do. You heal the earth, you heal people, you heal anyone that you're around, you heal anyone that, you know, you give your love to. And if someone has the ability to have sex with you, like, you can even heal them at a cellular level, where if they're sick, they'll start to heal body-wise, and then you'll pick up on their bad karma. I swear I've seen it before. I've seen it on multiple occasions. I've seen it within my readings, and I've seen this in real life. You have to be careful about who you're sleeping with, who you're laying down next to, because sometimes the devil can cloak itself and shield itself as everything that you've ever wanted, and it's not until you're closed off with no way out, then you realize that you just like wake up from this slumber one day and the mask slips, and that's what happened, and you realize who this person was, and you were forced to end a situation that you invested a lot of time, energy, and efforts into. Then you move to someone else. This next person does almost the exact same thing to you, not in a similar way, but you caught on to these tactics way ahead of time. So this Knight of Swords was another test to see, okay, you've dealt with toxicity. We're going to give you someone who's just as toxic, and we're going to see how long it's going to take you to get out of this situation once you catch the same red flags. There were some of you that got out of this quickly. Others of you took a little bit more time, but that's okay. But you were still very aware of the nonsense that was going on, and this is why you put up your boundaries. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very honest, truthful, someone who kind of like represses their emotions a bit, someone who could be divorced at times. If it's not divorce, it's just like you've been through a lot in life and you've had to learn to defend yourself, especially from a mental standpoint of people trying to play mind games with you, abuse you mentally, and it was reflected somehow in your romantic relationships, and that was like another thing that you had to overcome. And this is why you have a crown. This is why you have some sort of ranking, because you had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to be able to even have this type of knowledge to spread to others. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you're so empathetic or compassionate with other people, because you understand what it's like to be in those predicaments where you have no one to really support you. It's just kind of like you, God, and your guides and your ancestors. Some of the things that you went through, like you didn't even talk to anyone about it. You had to go through it yourself in the state of isolation. That's just a reflection of how strong you truly are, and your light just keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter like a beacon. So as you attract people of light, you're going to also attract darkness as well. And this is where that discernment comes into play, because some people are just here to simply drain you of your light. They just want to get you off your path. They want to get you so stressed out. You don't have a chance to really even have peace of mind or rest. These are the type of people that are blessing blockers by being around them. They'll drain you of your abilities. They'll drain you of being able to like make coherent decisions, or even opportunities will start to crumble through. And this is now ending. You went through this for like 2 years, 2 to 4 years, where it's like everything that you tried to get off the ground, it was just nothing was happening. And it was because of these two people that you were surrounded by. And these were all lessons that you needed to learn about letting go of people that are selfish, who don't put in as much time and effort into you. Because as somebody who's balanced, you need someone who's just as balanced as you. I feel like for the most part, 80% of you have carried all of your relationships, and you've kind of just had people attach themselves to you and ride on your coattail and reap all the blessings. And this is why the new relationship that you're about to attract, if you haven't already, it's going to be something stable and grounded, because you already have the red signs. You've already seen the red flags, the red signs. There's also a lot of disappointment here, heavy disappointment, grief, trauma, sorrow. You were put in situations that were so compromising, not just to you, but to your self-esteem, and you built yourself back up to this person that can't even be shaken. Like the things that you've gone through with these two people that you were connected to, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a lover. It could even start from childhood with a father figure who was just so toxic to you, and it kind of paved the way for you to attract toxic partners as well. But like I said, this is a cycle that's ended, that you have released. It was painful. You had to go through this for about maybe 12 years with Temperance card here. Yeah, it could have been a 12-year cycle that has just ended, and now it's the time for you to celebrate, to go through better things, to have new relationships, new connections with people that you can truly trust. A time where it's about peace and rest, and not really working so hard for your dreams to come true, because you've racked up so much good karma just by maintaining your integrity and character throughout difficult situations. So your blessings are about to come in if they haven't already. Look, this is a child. You need to feed your inner child. Do the things that make you feel whole and happy within. So yeah, let's see. Scorpio placements. What do you guys need to know for November 6th through the 20th? Because those two people are going through their own form of karma. Yeah, they're stuck in their head and in their mind. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Death card. Okay, so this is your lover that's going to come in and change things. This is the Knight of Cups. We're going to put him to the side because there's him or her. I'm just saying him because it's a male. But we're going to put that to the side because there's three people here that are showing up. We have the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands and its demons. This is most likely the Emperor in the last spread. It's just showing you how immature this person truly is as far as his or her identity. We have the Knight of Swords, which is the same person from last time. Look, you see how this person's holding onto their weapon? It's a sword. And there's an eagle here. This eagle looks like it's ready to attack. So you have people from the past that want to attack you. This Page of Wands is also holding on to like this stick as a weapon. So if you let these people in any way, shape, or form, they're going to come in with ulterior motives, wanting to get their lick back or wanting revenge for leaving them behind. So even though you left these people because they were mistreating you and they were the ones in the wrong, they're trying to flip stuff on you. This is how crazy. These people are mental, like literally. Instead of acknowledging their part to play and being accountable about the fact that this relationship dissolved mostly because of their own actions, they're trying to flip stuff on you. And your intuition is telling you what's going on. Your gifts and abilities are also going to be increasing between the 6th and the 20th. So everything that you feel intuitively, know it's right. If you think you saw a shadow go real fast at the corner of your eye, but you're not exactly sure, that did happen. If you feel like you put your keys down on the counter and you came back and it's not there and you could swear that you left it there, that's like a sign of quantum jumping, as well as the ability to like transport things with your mind, because that happens to me all the time. I'll put something down. I'll be in the house literally by myself. I'll put it down exactly where I know it was and it will disappear. And then as soon as I want to find it again, it will show up right where I am in the most random spot. And that's how it's like a sign of your abilities being able to transform and transmute within the 3D. But it's easier for you to do these things in the astrals while you're dreaming. So also pay attention to your dreams. And as a high priestess, you channel things directly from the divine, directly from God. You also have access to the Akashic records, which is basically like a database of everything in the universe, every person, every animal, every living thing, every cell. You have access to that. So that just goes to show how powerful you are and why you get attacked by certain people around you and why people come around you wanting to keep you stuck and bound. They don't want you to see your power. That's why you're being covered and cloaked by this red ribbon, because red is all about stability. So if someone can shake up your stability, they can shake up your mind, your home. And the way that they do this especially is through passion, by showing up. This is how this Page of Wands got to you. They showed themselves to be something that they were not. They were very passionate. They pursued you relentlessly. And once you got into this person's grip and they were fully aware, like, oh, I have this person locked down, that's when they completely switched up on you. And the same thing ended up happening to you with this Knight of Swords. Now, this Knight of Swords has someone new in their life. They've moved on. But despite them moving on and having a new partner or a new person to distract them from you, it's not working. It's actually only amplifying them wanting to come to you even more, because now that they can see what's out there, now that they can see, you know, what you left them to, the streets and the other people assigned to them, they want back in, because it's like, okay, the only person that truly loved me was a Scorpio placement, or vice versa, if this is how it resonates. If you're one of these two people, you may be wanting to come back or go back to someone that you wanted to keep trapped in their mind. This is like keeping someone as like a trophy wife or a trophy husband, making them feel like they're in a relationship or pretending to be something that it's not, just so you can go off and do what you want on the side. So yeah, these were individuals that were... they just wanted to harm you with threes here. There's a lot of threes, a lot of third-party dynamics, a lot of intrusions, self-sabotage, people coming in and sabotaging the situation, people putting you in affairs. And this is not a reflection of you at all. There's nothing that you could have done. You could have been the perfect spouse to these people and they still would have betrayed you, lied to you, deceived you. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is what you were putting: hard work, time, effort, and dedication, and waiting for your fruits to bear. And it was not. And so within the 6th and the 20th, you're going to reap some of your blessings. Not all of them, because, you know, some of them are still not ready. But you're going to see a lot of opportunities come in, unexpected income, things that you've been investing into. You're going to get some of the return. I'd say about 40% of the return. And this is to help you keep going, because I feel like some of you feel like, okay, well, why am I doing all of this if I'm not getting something out of it. It's something that you've been working on in your life, and you were starting to give up on it. But this is me telling you not to give up, whether it's a hobby, a dream, a goal, a job. Don't give up on this, because it's going to bring you the fruition that you're looking for. And these people left you in this energy, sadness, grief. 5 of Cups again with another deck. They left you grieving. They left you in depression. They did not care how you were going to recover. Honestly, they felt like it wasn't any of their problem. And guess what? All of this energy is ricocheting right back to them with the 8 of Swords. Now they're in this energy of feeling trapped and confined. And you're happy working on your blessings and your hobbies. And you transmuted the pain that they put you in. And now they're feeling imbalanced, having financial issues, trying to juggle and being juggled. So whoever out of the 2 that you were connected to that ended up moving on to a partner, their partner's juggling them. So they're getting cheated on just like you got cheated on by them. It's just literally full circle. And here's a new person that you're going to be connected to in the future with the Knight of Cups to change. This is the person that's coming in to transform how you see relationships, how you see people in general, because you've dealt with a lot of people that have just like warped your perception of love or what, you know, relationships are supposed to be like. And there's this person coming in with a cup of emotions. Water is all about emotions in tarot, and this person is surrounded by water. They're going to have their eyes all on you. This will be someone who's like a one-man type of woman, or a woman that's like completely dedicated to their men. This is somebody who will be traditional, so they'll have like traditional values, especially when it comes to relationships. And this is something that will be a breath of fresh air, because they're not going to come to you with the intention of hurting you, because I feel like that's what happened in the past. You were connected to people like this one. Whoever this is, they could have a fire placement heavy in their chart. They have like several demons surrounding them. So I don't know if these are like soul ties from toxic people that they were connected to, or just things that this person has done throughout their life that has followed them. But it's like, it's warped how they view relationships. All this person cares about is really just having fun, and maybe even having sex with several people. And you got caught into that because they tried to play you, and it worked for some time, but you broke out of that. And all of this is to lead you to this person who is going to be very loving, caring, nurturing, and compassionate to you. So all of this was meant to happen because you were not supposed to be with those individuals. It was simply about teaching you a lesson about what you truly want and not settling for less. We have remember. Yeah, remember who you are. Remember all of your abilities. This is like Thanos and his Infinity Stones. Like, you have multiple abilities, and it's just a matter of remembering the fact that you're going to be able to execute them. Some of you receive DNA codons from the universe. This is what the pyramids are. I feel like pyramids are just like it's like a magnet that conducts energy. And some of you are magnets yourself. There's a lot of secrets that were being kept from you, but you know those secrets intuitively, like because of how you're just so psychic, highly psychic. Sometimes you pick up on other people's thoughts and you confuse that with your own. So it's important for you to clear your energy often, take salt baths often, buy a big pack of Epsom salt, and every day or every other day, whatever you feel, whatever frequency is best for you, whenever you feel down and out, or just like you don't have enough energy, or you can't tell what's going on, or you feel confused, take a salt bath, and I promise you'll feel better afterwards, because you're a heavy psychic. And people know that about you. Intuitively, they can pick up on the fact that you're not like them. And you're somebody who's extremely committed. This is what you have coming in: a commitment to a job, a career, a person, or just people in general being more committed to you. Because it's time for you to have commitment in your life, instead of dealing with like wishy-washy, inconsistent people, because you are the great soul. You're unique in this world, and that's what people take advantage of, the fact that you're so loving and caring and nurturing. But what you have to do also is let go. Let go of how this is going to happen. Let go of how your blessings are going to come in. But just know that they are. Let me see. What else the Scorpio placements need to know? Occupation in reverse. Some of you are going to have a change of job, or just a change of what you invest your time into, because it's not really working for you. Last but not least, marriage. That's crazy. Marriage and house. So these are two forms of commitment, like contracts as far as like a home, or with marriage in general. So yeah, that's what you have coming in for you. And these past people that were connected to you, this is what they're about to receive. The Grim Reaper. That's crazy. So yeah, they're about to get haunted by their own actions. No second chances. This situation is over for good. The relationship is over. They're going to be forced to grow and transform their life, because at the bottom of the deck, they literally sabotage themselves. It's instead of like working on the situation with you, instead of being persistent like you were. They were just like repetitively not showing their hand and like being strategic and trying to juggle you with other people, other situations, and put you on the back burner. These people were being strategic in keeping their options and taking chances and risks by not giving to you. And they're going to regret it because they're never going to let this go. Look, outdated thinking. They're going to be stuck on the situation over and over and over and over. Literally replaying it in their head over and over and over, replaying events, outdated thinking, conditioning. That's crazy. So yeah, they're going to go off to certain people that are going to cheat on them, lie to them, deceive them, play them just like they played you. Look, just like they played you. So whichever one of those two is in a relationship, they're in a relationship with the girl with the snake. It's another empath narcissist paradigm, and they're being charmed or used because they didn't enable their boundaries and because they treated you with disregard. So as a result, they're getting that same energy back. They're dealing with people that are runners, running from their relationship, people that have fear of intimacy just like them, who are listening to their ego just like they did with you. So everything's coming full circle, and you're jumping out of this toxic cyclical cycle to go to your commitments, whether it's new relationships, new homes, new occupations, brand new beginnings for you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.